Hi everyone, my name is Manjunath and welcome to new video in this particular channel. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting me. So first thing which I wanted to tell is in the beginning of coding, I think you need to know how to network, because even though coding is all about sitting in front of your laptop and coding, okay, but most of the time that is some kind of skill which you will be learning, okay, which you will be you have to learn. There is no other thing option also, like when you want to become coder or some kind of developer, then you need to know coding, and that's your primary skill. But other than that, I wish I knew this thing when I started with my coding journey, that you need to build more network. You need to make friends with good people. I have made friends with good people, but what I haven't done is make friends with maybe seniors who already built lots of stuffs, and who were in already placed in good companies, and maybe networking with random people in YouTube. Maybe if you are watching this video, then you can like put me message in Instagram, and we can start communicating and share some stuffs, whatever the knowledge which we have. Okay, I am available in Instagram, and if you text me, then I'll be happy to reply you in this particular thing and help you out in whatever way I can. I should have done it like whenever I began my coding. I'm doing it now, but not that much enough. But if you want to become successful in your coding journey and development journey, then obviously you need to start building your network in the beginning only, because you can't wait for 5 years and think that you'll be able to build a network and get good job after 6th year onwards. You need to start it from the beginning only. You need to find people on Instagram, LinkedIn, and wherever you can, okay, in your college, in your college fests, and lots of other places wherever you have opportunity to network and meet people, and share some of coding stuffs, then it's really good to do that. Okay, that's my first thing I wish I would have done as a beginner when I started with coding. Second thing is, this is little bit interesting. Don't undervalue or undercharge whatever work which you are doing. Okay, so I used to do this particular thing initial days of coding. I used to think that I don't know to code, or I don't have that much experience. So whenever client used to come and they used to ask me, can you build me something and give, I was like, yeah, sure. Why wouldn't I build you something and give, because I know how to do that. And when they were like, how much you will charge, I used to keep it very low, because I used to think that they will reject it if I charge very high and I won't get clients. But what I want to tell you, now after doing it so many times and failing at it and all, that you need to charge your product more. Okay, whatever website you are doing, even if it is not good, you need to charge it high price only, because if you charge it high and if clients want you to do some kind of changes to it, you can sit and do it. Okay, like you can sit and make it happen. But if you are underpaid, and even if then client is like, do it, you have to do it. Okay, like you can't tell like you can't do it, because even though you are getting paid less, whatever the work which client expects, they expect. Okay, same goes for job also. Like when you are getting job as a initial days in coder, you might think that you are not worth enough, and you might undervalue yourself and ask less salary. That's not good thing. You need to ask more salary only, because whatever the salary expectation company have on you, they will give that much only. So you asking more is not going to impact any kind of thing. You asking less, it is going to impact, because if you ask less, then they might reduce your salary. Even though they have good budget, they might reduce it because you asked less. So that's why this is a little bit important thing, that whenever you are selling yourself, or selling your products or service, you need to charge more price only. Don't charge less, because charging less is not going to help anybody. It is not going to help them, because you won't be able to provide like high class high service for long time. Even if you do that initial days, then you'll be broken, and when you're broken, you can't do anything. Okay, like you can't like help others when you are like broke. So that's why charge high price, and if you charge high price, then even if one or two clients might not buy it or like take your service, but lots of other people will take it. Okay, that's why it's very important that you will charge more. Third thing is you need to focus on releasing your project more than building it. Okay, you have to build it before releasing it. That sentence doesn't make sense. But yeah, you need to build project and you need to release it more. What I used to do, like long back, 6, 7, 8, 9 years back, that time I used to build some kind of code, okay, project, and it used to stay in my PC only. Okay, and still I have backup of those things. Okay, and when I go back and check them and check it, I'm like, why I didn't release it? Okay, even if 5 or 10 people might have used it, it's still great than like nobody is going to use it, and it's on my hard disk saved without having to see any kind of light of day. Okay, it will be just staying there only. So if you release your project, even in initial days when you are like building some kind of random stuffs, it's well and good, and it will help you in lots of things. Okay, not just uh, showing off your work, but it will help you in getting job, and it will give you motivation also, saying that okay, 5, 10 people are using my products every day. Okay, that makes lots of difference compared to like you doing something and you seeing it and you built it, then nobody is going to see it. You have skill, you acquired it, and you might think that you will go and get job by using that particular skill, which is correct, you will get it. But if you release it, then you will get higher paying job, and maybe it might become into some kind of side hustle also, where you will be able to make some money out of it. If not, some people might use it, and you might have lots of networking opportunity using that particular project. So whenever you build any kind of project, just release it so that other people will be able to access it. Okay, that's important. How to release it, I'll make videos regarding those in future, or I might have already done those videos, so that's why you are coming and seeing this. But anyways, just search like how to release some kind of project which you are building, and just release it. It won't cost more, and most of the time it will be free only by using tools like Netlify, and lots of other things are also there, which I'll be making separate video. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, just subscribe it, and so that you will be able to watch more videos like this, and you'll be able to learn from it. So next, after that, this is related to second point only, but little bit different I wanted to keep. You need to charge money upfront. Okay, like initial days when you are like just getting started in coding, you might have this kind of imposter syndrome, I think it's called as. Yeah, you won't have confidence that you are good at it. So what you will do, like I'm talking from my experience, what I used to do is I used to tell client saying like, I'll build and give, then you pay me. And many clients were good enough, and they paid. Okay, like whatever amount which I initially decided, they paid. And sometimes I used to charge more also, because like work was done more. That's why I used to tell them like money which initially discussed is less, so it will be more. It's not good practice, but I used to communicate with them like properly, and they used to pay happily, because like I used to work properly. But problem happens when when you have one client and you work for them, and somehow project won't move forward, or they might not respond to you. That time you'll feel lots of frustration inside your head. Okay, that's not worth it. Okay, because when we are coder, we should be focusing on coding. We shouldn't take stress on some other non-related topic which is not related to coding, even though it is related to coding, meaning they are paying for your coding work, but it's not your job to focus on like getting money from them. Your job is to just make sure you code and you deliver your product, and charging upfront is going to help that. How much to charge upfront, it's up to you. Even 50% upfront is better than like losing everything. Okay, so 50%, even 100% also many people charge. I have seen it, because they tell in the beginning only, saying like you have to pay full amount, then only I'll be able to work on it. So they won't have any option. So because of this, it's always better to charge them upfront, and if they are good client, and they are serious about whatever the thing which they want you to build, they will do it. Okay, and they'll happily do it without even hesitating. That's you who is hesitating, that what they might think, like if I tell them to pay me in the beginning, when I don't show my work. You don't have to show your work. Okay, you need to build and give them the project, and don't do any kind of scam. That's what I have to warn you, because it might be easy to think like, okay, like they paid me already, so I don't have to focus on like working on it so much. Over deliver. Okay, like add more value to them, and do it amazingly. Okay, but charge it. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you. And final point I wanted to make in this particular video is, you need to trust your gut whenever you are coding. What used to happen is, initial days of the coding, after I learned some things, and I started building, whenever I was building, I used to feel like, okay, I'm getting stuck because there are some things which are missing. So what I used to feel, I used to feel like I should change everything, and I should start from beginning. And somehow I used to question myself. Okay, like it's not good idea to change it. It's better to somehow figure out a way to do from there only. And what used to happen most of the time is, being stuck there was a real thing. Okay, even though I was doubting myself that I might be just overthinking, but being stuck there was like real limitation of whatever the language which I was using. So after wasting so much time and days, I used to figure out that, okay, I should start from beginning only. There is no other way to continue from here onwards. So it's little bit deep situation which I will be making separate video on it. But you might have to think like this. Once you start coding, and once you give yourself enough time, maybe 1 month or 2 months, then whatever gut feelings you start develop, it will be pro coding. Okay, so whatever you feel, it's better to trust it then and there only, and like do, rather doubting yourself, and thinking like, okay, it's not that much important, or like it's not good idea to like again restart this. Because if you think like that, then after few days, you will understand it more better way, that like, okay, restarting would have been better way, and restarting wouldn't have taken more time, because you already built it already. That's why like it will take less time. But whatever it is, trust your gut feeling, in whatever case, like whether figuring out whether to take clients or not, or whether to do certain things in certain way. Trust your gut feeling. Once you start coding properly, you will start developing this kind of superpowers, where like how to predict some kind of future, or like something like that. I'm just kidding, yeah, but you will have some kind of skill, where we call it as gut feeling, that okay, like I know like this is how it should be. And trust your feeling that time. Okay, don't think like, okay, like it's nothing, or I'm just overthinking. So that's all. 5 things which I knew as a beginner when I started coding. I just wanted to share it with you guys, and hopefully you guys like this particular video, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in some other video very soon. Bye bye.